Imagine a world overrun by monsters. With your family gone, all you have left is a mysterious necklace. Little do you know, when death comes knocking, it rewinds time and transforms into a life-saving system. Are you ready to dive in? In the university clubroom, I am drinking tea, and Ming says, "This tea is especially good for easing muscle strain and dispersing blood clots, so drink it while it's hot." Then I suddenly pass out. They are laughing at me and saying, "You have no chance with Mengyao, a toad lusting after a swan's flesh." Liu Mengyao says, "If not for the high-ranking person above wanting his necklace, I genuinely enjoy taking my time to train him." I slowly open my eyes and see that I am bound in chains. I ask them, "What is this place exactly? Why are you doing this? Weren't we friends?" She is holding an injection, comes close to me, and injects me. Liu Mengyao says to me, "Why so many questions? The high ones want the heirloom necklace." Then I suddenly transform into a pig-like monster. I'm asking them, "Why have I turned into this?" Liu Mengyao says with an irritated face, "It seems the experiment has failed. What a waste of the tea I've been serving you, laced with so many anti-contamination drugs. Ming Cheng, handle this demon beast, will you?" I am saying to them, "I'm not a demon beast." Ming Cheng is jumping towards me and saying, "You're useless." Then he attacks me. Suddenly from my necklace a sound comes saying, "Host death detected, initiating timeline reset protocol, matching system online." I am standing before my school and everyone is joining new clubs. I am surprised and thinking to myself, this is the scene from when I first enrolled last year. Did I really get reborn? Then a system voice says to me, "The selection system has been activated by the host. Please make your choice carefully." I am looking at the system, and before me are some system prompts saying, Option 1. Forgive and transform them with love. Option 2. Avoid them, stay distant. Option 3. Seek revenge, counterattack. I am thinking, since I can be reborn, what's so surprising about using a cheat? Since I've been given another shot, why not take it? Then I saw a frozen leg of a pig, which was running towards me. People started saying, "This university is equipped with special safeguards. How on earth did a demon beast appear?" I am surprised and looking at the beast. A girl walks towards me and says, "Little bro, no need to be scared." I am thinking, it's Liu Mengyao. She's walking towards the beast with a knife made of ice crystal and thinking, if we get caught, I'll be in deep trouble. This works out great. I'll make a name for myself by defeating the demon beast and earn some respect. The pig, which was bleeding, was trying to call for help. I am remembering my past life and thinking, just as I thought, Liu Mengyao had been conducting those inhumane experiments. Sorry, deep contamination is irreversible. I can't save you. Then suddenly an idea came into my head. When she tried to kill him, I protected him by taking that hit on my hand. She is surprised by my action and points her finger towards my wound. Clutching my bleeding hand, I shouted at her, "Sis Liu, it's fine if you want to steal the kill. You really didn't need to hit me that hard." Everyone started questioning her legendary school beauty title. People say she's lovely and kind, but in reality she's a snake of a woman. She is trying to make herself appear innocent before everyone. I am crying and saying to her, "I'll give you the crystal cores on time from now on. Please forgive me for my past mistakes." Then someone shouted, "You don't have to give protection fees, we'll stand up against bullying together." With a shocked face she is thinking, according to the script, shouldn't it be the beautiful and powerful senior who saves the helpless junior? I started apologizing to her and said, "This crystal core, I'll just take it. Sis Liu, you won't hold this against me, right?" In response, Liu Mengyao said, "This crystal core was originally yours. Go take it and don't let others misunderstand me anymore." Liu Mengyao was thinking with frustration, misunderstand my foot. I was the one who killed that demon beast. Then suddenly a system prompt appeared saying, the host has chosen option 3, earning -10. With each gain, the host can level up the superpowers and then upgrade at 100. Then another system prompt appeared before me, stating, the host is currently unrestricted and can awaken any type of superpowers. I exclaimed with surprise, I'm going to become an all-around superpower master? Then another system prompt appeared stating, to upgrade a superpower by just one minor level you need 100, but the host is currently short on. I cried out, why didn't you tell me something so crucial earlier? Now I haven't earned any and instead I've lost 10 points. I looked at the system and the system said, that's not all. We've detected that the host's rebirth has a debt of -1000, totaling -1010. I thought to myself, I refuse to believe the system would treat me like this. How about you try using negative points to upgrade in reverse system? Then a system prompt appeared before me, stating, host, it's an unimaginable path, but since you have the order, this system will help you try it. Then I started using my points, and a dark light started emanating from the process. Another system prompt said to me, random point allocation complete. Superpower upgrade successful. The system further continued saying, the host is currently at 5-star bronze for fire-based and wind-based attributes. Acquired fire-based skill and wind-based skill. Remaining, -10. Light started emanating from me, and I said to myself, perfect. I've instantly awakened 2 types of superpowers. The nearby 2 boys were looking at the sky and saying, Hey, what's with the sudden mist? Even the sky is totally obscured. Hey, quick, look, there's something in the sky. A white whale is floating in the sky. Then a boy started saying to everyone, it's the legendary hollow embrittling level demon beast. They say it can make mist and swim in it. Further, he added, but why would a demon beast of this level appear over a school with special protection restrictions? When I heard that, I was shocked and looked at the sky. I thought, did I experience this in my previous life? Is it due to the system, triggering a butterfly effect after I was reborn? Currently, humans are ranked by their superpowers as bronze, silver, golden, platinum, legendary, and ethereal, each with 1 to 5 stars and 5 minor levels. Demon beasts are classified into 5 tiers: earth-shattering, realm-destructing, hollow embrittling, conquering, and calamitous. A boy who was very frightened said, I recall that the principal with the highest superpower level in our school was only at the platinum level. Then another student said, why hasn't a single teacher come out to take charge? They were saying to Lucis, I heard our principal is your mom, hurry and notify her, she replied. But my mom went to another city with the teacher team for research a week ago. Are we all doomed now? Then the people around her started saying she was running, and another one said, wait for me. While running, she was thinking, I have to go now. Quick, let's escape, I need to leave the school right away. Then suddenly I jumped on her back and started saying, Sis Liu, you just hurt me. You're not going to abandon us and make a run for it on your own. With anger, she thought, you're injured in the arm, not the leg. How's that stopping you from getting away? I was crying on her back and said, Lucis, you can't abandon us. I was worried and thinking, how did it turn out like this? What a catastrophe. And some system options were floating above me. Option 1. Go all out against the white whale. Be fearless 10 karma. Option 2. Let's escape school together. Fitting in at a new campus, no karma. Option 3. Join the white whale, take out classmates. Switch to demon beasts, minus 10 karma per kill. The group stopped at the broken bridge, exclaiming, it was our only way out. Sis Liu, stay calm, we're all relying on you now. We'll come up with another plan. Seeing the broken bridge, she was shocked and said, what rationality are you talking about? The whole city is by the sea, and our school is on an island with only this one big bridge leading out. Why would the bridge be destroyed now? The statue moved and its eyes just twitched. Everyone was shocked. Maybe this statue looks back at you from every angle, she started explaining. Our school has a legend. Before the school was built, merfolk apparitions were spotted on this island. This statue was purchased to attract you freshmen. There are smaller ones around the school. Liu Mengyao isn't lying, but the Mona Lisa's smile effect is limited to 2-dimensional surfaces. It can't be replicated by a 3-dimensional statue, which means either he misjudged it or this statue is different. Suddenly, a pack of demon beasts started charging in their direction. The group shouted, the city has special restrictive devices. How could there be a beast tide? Why are demon beasts swarming out? A student exclaimed, the white whale has come, so it's not surprising that weaker demon beasts are following. We need a plan to escape, she thought. There are too many demon beasts, we'll be caught quickly. We need to leave some bait to distract them. Suddenly, she grabbed me by the head and threw me towards the demon beasts. V made up my mind. It's you. Who dared you to cross me, she thought. While floating in the sky, I used icy mirror flashlight. Frustrated, she thought, get blinded you stupid mutt and become demon beast fodder. A bright clash of light occurred in the sky. She shouted, everyone follow me. I'll lead us to another place. With an evil smile, she thought, with this move, I kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I flew through the sky, trying to locate Liu Mengyao. When she saw me, she was shocked and thought, when I met him before, I used my superpower perception and sensed he was useless without awakened powers. How did he suddenly awaken to a wind-based superpower? With a poker face, I cried out, Sis Liu, we've only just met, but I didn't expect you to care so much. You're willing to risk your life for me. Then, acting in the sky, I shouted loudly, I'm getting out of here. I'll survive and make sure your sacrifice isn't in vain. The students surrounded Liu Mengyao, blaming her for everything and shouting, leave her to the demon beasts. I was in the middle of the island when I noticed someone trying to attack me from behind. I disarmed her sword and realized it was Ye Shiyun. I thought, I remember Ye Shiyun from my past life as our class president, a kind and gentle girl worshipped by everyone. How could she be someone who draws her sword at first sight? The contrast is just too extreme, I asked. How do you know who I am? She replied, how did you find out my name anyway? And why do you reek of fish? I turned back thinking, good one, turning the tables on me and asking a completely absurd question. So, it's magic versus magic, huh? I can't possibly tell her that I've been reborn. She asked, where are you going? In the teacher's dormitory building, I said. I was planning to escape, but I saw you sprinting back from the direction of the exit. Is something up? She replied. Yeah, the bridge has collapsed. We walked through a strange corridor lined with statues, and I thought. She soon realized she couldn't leave school but didn't make a fuss about it. Unlike Liu Mengyao, Ye Shiyun is not annoying and is surprisingly likable, despite appearing different from how she acts. We stopped in front of door number 9527, and I thought, I recall her living here. With the current situation unclear, finding a powerful ally with more intel is our best bet right now. I said, hello teacher, we're the newbies who just started school, but it's been invaded by demon beasts. We freaked out and ran here to hide. Then I opened the door. As a lady tried calling from her phone, a voice repeated, sorry, the number you're trying to reach is not in the service area. Please try again later. I thought, Gu Cheng, my university counselor from before, didn't seem to value students' grades or care about their problems on campus. She's a golden level superpower user, so her abilities are reliable. She interrupted, saying sharply, shut the door. Struggling to make a call, she exclaimed in frustration, I've got full bars on my phone but I still can't reach anyone. Suddenly, loud thumps came from the door, making Mengyao nervous. She shouted, another knock at the door? Has this turned into a temporary refuge? She instructed, Mengyao, hold on. Let's take a peek through the door's peephole to see who's out there. Mengyao agreed, replying, you're always so thorough in your thinking. Peeking through the peephole, Mengyao saw the eyeball of a merfolk statue. Here's actually a statue outside peeking in at us through the peephole, she exclaimed. She pondered, it's these statues causing the issues. They were all bought by the vice principal. To solve the school's strange occurrences, we must find the vice principal. I wondered, watching Gu Cheng closely. Does she already know something? Meanwhile, merfolk struggled to break down a stubborn door with all their might. Mengyao shouted, this door won't hold much longer. What do we do now? I thought aloud. Fly? Once a superpower reaches the golden level, you can unleash mid-tier skills and form wings based on your superpower type. Isn't Gu Cheng already at the golden level? But you only awaken your superpower wings at the golden level, and unless they're strength-based, they can't support the weight of 2 people. I turned to Gu Cheng and said, Gu, I know you can fly, but you probably can't carry both of us at once. Just save yourself and don't worry about us. Sweet sweat dripped down my face as I thought, she could take me and Yi Xiyun down in 2 trips, but that would extend our escape time. This door won't hold much longer. We've got to try something. We can't just sit around waiting to die. Gu Cheng interrupted, saying, you're a decent kid, one of the few students who doesn't get on my nerves. If you manage to survive and want to uncover the truth, go talk to the vice principal. Then, wings sprouted from her back, and she flew through the window. I couldn't help but think, is that it? Don't just play the hero card. Aren't I the one all about avoiding cliches? How did you manage to steal my thunder, leaving me with no way out? Then a system prompt appeared. Ding. Host gained 5% favor from Gu Cheng. Activating system subfunctions. When favorability reaches 100%, you can copy one of her skills and gain save points. As I stared at the system prompt, I thought, there's an Easter egg in the system too. But what does save point mean? The system informed me. Currently copying one attribute from Gu Cheng at random, it continued, acquired skill. Skill effect. The host can instantly swap positions with a single target within their line of sight. Concerned, I asked, but I haven't awakened my wood-based superpower yet. Can I use this copied skill? The system assured me, copied skills can be used without the host's awakening of that superpower. She attacked the merfolk statue, and I thought, with my metal-based superpower I can fortify metals. Why couldn't even the Tang sword I empowered shatter the statues? Her attacks had no effect on them. I quickly grabbed her hand before the merfolk could strike. She blushed, and I told her firmly, get a grip. Making eye contact with these merfolk statues will contaminate our minds. Suddenly, a system prompt appeared. Host gains favorability from Yi Xiyun. Favorability increased by 5%. I looked at her flushed face and thought, base favorability, and it's that high? We shouldn't even know each other yet. Even in a past life we had little to do with each other. Is this a free pass? Using my dark fire-based superpower, I shouted, Liu Yuan, the attack power of metal-based superpowers is stronger than fire-based. If metal couldn't damage the statue, then fire won't work either. Mengyao wondered aloud, why is his flame be black? I quickly responded to Mengyao, I know, I'm just stalling for time, waiting. Mengyao asked, waiting for what? I explained, waiting for her to land the final blow. Carrying Mengyao in my arms, I saw Gu Cheng below us in the reflection. Using my wood-based twin apple blossom tree skill, I exclaimed, now it's time to witness a miracle. The system prompt appeared. Gu Cheng's favorability has dropped drastically. After landing outside the building, she asked in confusion, what exactly happened? Why did we suddenly end up outside? Mengyao added, Liu Yuan, we've already escaped. Why are you rushing so fast? I replied determinedly. Refuse to be in a set of nested dolls. With a big smile I thought, hit and run, so thrilling. This skill was copied from Gu Cheng, which means she also has it. Once she figures it out, she'll definitely use it on me. Ms. Gu, you wouldn't want your students to be bullied by the statues either, right? So sorry about this. Outside of the office, Mengyao asked, Liu Yuan, how exactly did you do that just now? I've never seen anyone as impressive as you. I replied, it's normal that you haven't seen it before. After all, that's a golden level superpower. Drenched with sweat, I chuckled and said to Mengyao, oh, come on, I'm just average. Ha ha ha. Blushing, Mengyao replied. You're a golden level superpower user? I'm totally in awe. Plus you just used fire-based, wood-based, and wind-based superpowers. Liu Yuan, you truly are one in a million. Suddenly, a system prompt appeared. Mengyao's favorability has skyrocketed to 100%, activating save points. I questioned the system. What exactly is this save point? Like a save game? Glancing at the save point slot, I thought, something's off with this save time. It's evening, but the record says morning. Then more system notifications appeared. Similar, but not quite the same. The host can rewind time at any moment through Ye Xiun to return to this current save point. The notifications continued. Save points are one-time use only. After using it, Ye Xiun's favorability will be reset to 0. Thoughtful, I rubbed my chin and mused. This means I've got an extra life, right? When things get tough, I can use save points to escape without a scratch. The system prompt replied. Theoretically, that's correct. Then another system prompt appeared. For the reward, let's copy a skill. Host, choose one from Ye Xiun's skills to replicate. I too copied skills. One was metal-based boost and the other was metal-based armorize. I thought to myself, 2 skills? Skill 1 is from bronze level, and skill 2 is from silver level. I decisively choose skill 2. Speaking of which, the mist released by the white whale turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Although demon beasts now roam the campus, the mist has obscured their vision, keeping us undetected. If these demon beasts aren't visually sensitive, I pondered aloud. What are they sensitive to? Turning to Mengyao, I exclaimed, let's go. We need to find the vice principal. Suddenly someone shouted, Bro Yuan, is that you? They waved excitedly, calling out, it's really you. Bro Yuan, over here. Liu Mengyao exclaimed, yes, just like that. Louder, the louder the better. Suddenly, red glowing eyes surrounded us. Mengyao shouted, Liu Yuan, we're surrounded. I thought to myself, now I know what makes them so sensitive. Mengyao grinned mischievously, her eyes twinkling with anticipation. And you use that instant position swapping skill again? If so, let's swap out the troublemakers in the building. However, Mengyao interrupted my thoughts sternly. You must have heard the old saying, mercy to an enemy is cruelty to oneself. Now's not the time to be soft-hearted. I hesitated briefly before replying firmly, I can, but I don't plan on doing that. Meanwhile, Ming Cheng observed with a puzzled frown. Why are they just standing there not moving? Liu Mengyao scoffed. They must be scared stiff, unable to move their bodies. Useless people are just useless, lacking even the courage for a final struggle. I gently pulled Mengyao closer and whispered, no, you're mistaken. Carrying her in my arms, I addressed the others. The usual tactics are so played out, you know, I want to do something epic. I added firmly, also, I don't want Xia Mingcheng to die so easily. With a swift motion, I activated the wood-based twin apple blossom trees. In response, they shouted in frustration. Why can't these demon beasts trying to kill us become our experience packs instead? Suddenly, a massive whale materialized right where we stood. Ming Cheng exclaimed in shock, holy crap. How did the demon beast white whale suddenly crash to the ground? No way. What kind of move is this? Can you even do that? Liu Mengyao, visibly frightened, tried to stay composed despite her confusion. She thought nervously. Stay cool. Although I can't figure out what's going on being hit by such a huge demon beast, that guy must be dead. Carrying Mengyao in my arms, lightning crackled around my body as I realized with awe. He actually swapped places with the white whale? All the crystal cores from those demon beasts crushed by the white whale are mine now. I leaped through the white whale, stunning Mengyao, who thought incredulously, and using the white whale's huge, elastic body as our safety cushion. A terrifying platinum-level demon beast, and he's actually playing it alive, turning it into his crystal core-gaining employee of all time? Is this an operation that a carbon-based lifeform's brain can even think of? Ming Cheng exclaimed, holy crap, Sislu, they're still alive! Liu Mengyao, her horror masked behind a poker face, thought to herself, how is this possible? What on earth is this? What the heck? I stood before the white whale, puzzled. Weird, the white whale crushed so many demon beasts, how come not a single crystal core burst out? Suddenly a system prompt appeared before me announcing, congratulations on pulling off that betrayal of the demon beasts. With the white whale's help you took down 101 classmates and scored minus 1010 karma power. I thought incredulously, wait, classmates? These humanoid demon beasts are my classmates? Have I just switched sides to join the demon beasts crew? Mengyao urgently exclaimed, Liu Yuan, quick, look up, the sky has changed. Just a moment ago it was still dusk, but after you replaced the white whale the sky suddenly turned into dawn. What's going on here? I pondered in my mind about the white whale, the mist, the revived statues, my classmates transformed into demon beasts, and the distorted timeline. A visible drop of sweat formed on my face as I turned to Mengyao and said, I think I've got a pretty good idea what's behind the weird stuff going on at school. Suddenly, Mengyao shouted in alarm, uh-oh. The white whale is enraged by your reckless moves, and it's coming for us. Turning back, I assessed the situation grimly. A platinum-level demon beast is not something we can take on head-on, no matter what. At times like this, our only choice is to escape, I called out urgently. System, convert all the negative karma power I just got into wind-based superpowers that boost agility. The system prompt declared, host's wind-based superpower has upgraded to silver 1-star level. Dark stealth skill effect, increases agility by 70% and makes you completely undetectable when you're not in the target's line of sight, I pondered. Didn't I already reach a bronze 5-star level previously? Why did it cost me minus 1000 karma power to only level up a tiny bit this time? As the whale hurled dark energy toward us, I shouted to the system. You're messing with me? The system replied sternly. The final say belongs to this system and all objections are overruled. Barely dodging the attack, I leaped through a window and landed under a nearby building, out of sight from the whale's abilities. We waited silently until the whale, unable to find us, eventually left the area. Mengyao, relieved but puzzled, said, "The white whale has left." "Why didn't it continue attacking us?" I replied. "Probably because it can't sense our presence anymore, thinking it has already killed us. Plus, it must have more important tasks to attend to." Mengyao responded, "What more important tasks?" She looked around in surprise and exclaimed, "Huh? Why has it turned back to evening again? What on earth is going on?" They shouted, "Sister Liu, it's terrible. The merfolk statues in the office building. ETs get to the principal's office. The reinforced door should hold them off." Ming Cheng remembered how he rescued Liu Mengyao during the demon beast ambush when she sprained her ankle. Just now, he helped her take down Liu Yuan. His plan was to win her favor, but at this rate, those creepy statues would catch up. He thought, too bad, but my life comes first over impressing the school sweetheart. Liu Mengyao groaned, "Ugh. My foot is throbbing." The boy tried to help Liu Mengyao, offering his hand. "Sister Liu, did you hurt your foot?" "Let me carry you," he shouted. "The statues are catching up, run." As he carried her on his back, Liu Mengyao said, "I appreciate your help." "It's no big deal," he replied. "Come on, we need to get out of here fast," Liu Mengyao whispered in his ear. "Well, in that case, go ahead and sacrifice yourself then." Liu Mengyao threw him towards the monster. He shouted at her, but she thought, carrying me wouldn't make a difference. We'd still be too slow and get caught anyway. It's better to assist me this way. Suddenly the statue was blown to bits, but the mob tried to capture the boy, and he screamed for help. Liu Mengyao, apologizing, said, "Someone save him." In her mind she thought, don't be foolish, not only will no one save you, but no one will blame me either. After all, nobody wants to risk their lives for a stranger. Ming Cheng thought to himself, idiot, risking your life just to impress a girl. "Serves you right," he said to Sister Liu. "It's not your fault, it was an accident. Let's leave quickly and live on for his sake." He continued, "That's right. Don't worry, fellow student. If we get the chance, we'll definitely take revenge for you." The boy screamed and shouted at them as the mud tried to cover his whole body. Suddenly I made a swift slash with my short sword. The boy thought, is he here to save me? Although I don't know him, he's the only one who stood up for me in my darkest hour. Then he noticed energy wrapping around his body. I said, "Buddy, there's no saving you now. I'll just add another stab to help you die quicker." Blood started gushing from his body. The system prompt read, "The host eliminates one student, resulting in -10. Liu Mengyao thought, he's still alive? Not now, we can't afford to get caught up in that. Survival is the key," Liu Mengyao said to me. "Even though it's not the right time, I'm over the moon to see you again. I have a secret I want to share with you." She thought, no naive little guy can withstand my confession. I'll intimidate him first, then use him as a scapegoat. I came closer to Liu Mengyao and whispered, "Since it's a secret, please keep it to yourself." Passing through her, I shocked her with my answer. I further continued, "Oh yeah, dead people are great at keeping secrets." A wound was visible on Liu Mengyao's body. With anger, Liu Mengyao said to me, "You dare to stab me in the back?" Then, Mengyao jumped on Liu Mengyao's face and said to her, "Excuse me," and quickly ran off saying, "Thanks." Liu Mengyao shouted in anger, "How dare you!" Before she could finish her sentence, the monsters surrounded her. The system announced, "The host kills one student, gains -10. He said, "Bro Yuan, I'm so relieved you're alive." I wanted to flee school, but I found Liu Mengyao fighting demon beasts at the bridgehead. After rescuing her, we reached the office and found other students. "She told me to shout for you when I saw you here," Liu Mengyao said to me. "I thought she was trying to save you all, but instead she brought the demon beasts." He continued, "But bro Yuan, I never thought you'd be so direct and just kill her off like that." I ignored him and looked ahead, then sharply turned back. I said to Xia Mingcheng, "Spare her life, keep her till New Year?" Xia Mingcheng, sweating, replied, "No, I mean she's asking to be killed." How dare that scum harm bro Yuan. Anyone who hurts others deserves to die, I thought. Can this be the Liu Yuan I know? This chilling aura of slaughter is as if it's emerged straight from the underworld. As I storm into the principal's office, my mind is seething. Liu Mengyao's got it coming, but Xia Mingcheng, you're a whole other story. You've betrayed our brotherhood. With a decisive slam, I shut the door. The green-haired kid next to me quips, "Man, that flimsy door won't stop those statues. Should we invite them to hide out in here too?" Xia Mingcheng smirks, "Not our problem." He dug his own grave. His mind races. Originally, someone else was supposed to take the fall, and Liu Mengyao could have survived. I had a plan to check her injuries as an excuse to indulge in her soft, delicate feet. Just the thought of it excites me. He imagines Liu Mengyao before sighing, but then Liu Yuan appeared out of nowhere and ruined everything. He messed up my plans and now expects me to cover for him? Looking around, Xia continues. The vice principal isn't here. I've searched the office and found nothing, except this fancy-looking diary. As she flipped through the pages, she read aloud. On April 15, 2021, I finally got everything in order and headed to the basement, where I found lifelike merfolk statues. But the moment I saw them, I knew they weren't just statues. Continuing with intrigue, I recount Mengyao's words. October 26, 2023. 2.5 years have passed since I purchased those statues. Today, I've finally found. I asked, what's up? Continue reading. Mengyao shouted, a way to resurrect them. In my mind I thought, all of this indeed involves the vice principal. Mengyao exclaimed, Liu Yuan. The diary also mentions that God. Suddenly the door burst open, and a horde of merfolk surged in, attacking us. Mengyao remarked, this scene seems familiar. We're surrounded again. Remember those merfolk statues? They're tougher than they look, Mengyao remarked, eyes wide. Yeah, but now's not the time for statue trivia. Suddenly a cacophony of crashes echoed from the next room. Bro Cheng, did you hear that? Exclaimed the blonde. Fantastic. Even if the principal's office is secure, we can't stay holed up here forever. He continued. When all those statues storm the vice principal's office and attack, that's our chance to break free. He countered. Bro Cheng, you're brilliant. Suddenly, the ball next to them shattered. They stared in disbelief. Blondie muttered, let's hope they hold out longer. The more statues they draw, the better for our escape. I burst through the wreckage like a behemoth, roaring, nice effort, statue bros. Hurling monsters their way, confusion clouded their faces. What the heck, one managed, wide-eyed. Statues chasing us now, smash walls. Who even thinks of that? The monster lay sprawled, shielding himself as we hurried back into the room. Blondie deadpanned, Bro Cheng, looks like they've slipped away. Xia Ming Cheng shrugged. I'm not blind, I can see. Patting his shoulder, I clarified, no, what I mean is, now we're just bait, buying time for them. They exclaimed, holy crap. What are we waiting for? Let's make a run for it. Dark tendrils extended from my hand as I remarked, remember your metal-based superpower? Time to reshape some metal. Mengyao looked on, baffled as I incinerated the monsters in our path. They struggled to open the door, but it remained firmly closed from the outside. Blondie demanded, who's the muscle here? Hurry up and smash this door. One of them replied, I am strength-based, but I can't break through this door no matter what. It's been reinforced again. Xia Ming Cheng snapped angrily. Why panic? Didn't someone just show us how it's done? We can use the statue to break through. Xia Ming Cheng dashed towards the monster, who was shaking off dust from his body, realizing, I get it now. Cheng plans to use the statue to break through the wall and help us escape. Lifting the monster, they cheered, as expected of Bro Cheng. He stays calm and composed even in dire situations. Cheng is unstoppable, Cheng rules, but before I could strike the wall, the monster countered with a suplex. They exclaimed to Xia Ming Cheng, it's over, we can't use the same move on the statue twice. Suddenly, screams echoed down the hallway. Mengyao continued reading from the diary, explaining. According to the vice principal's diary, our school's island was once inhabited by a group of merfolks who lived in seclusion from the rest of the world. Later on, the earliest human settlers were mistaken as divine messengers by the merfolks, who warmly welcomed them. They discovered that merfolks' tears could transform into pearls. When a pioneer asked, a merfolk gave a pearl that bestowed magical energy, awakening a superpower. However, the pioneers eventually imprisoned and tortured the merfolks to enhance their powers until all succumbed. Strengthened by their abilities, the pioneers defended against demon beast attacks and expanded their safe zone, which grew into the massive city-scale safe zone we see today. Even after the merfolks decayed into skeletons, the pioneers preserved their remains in museums using a solidifying liquid, which eventually surfaced on the black market and were acquired by the vice principal. The vice principal found a way to revive merfolks using special materials, summoning their god, the white whale, whose oil transforms into a substance that can change others, eventually turning them into new merfolks. Mengyao exclaimed in shock, so those demon beasts that looked like merfolks we saw earlier were all students transformed by the statues. Examining her arm, she muttered, what's more, scales are growing on my wrist. Could I ultimately? I interrupted, is it really worth endangering the entire school over crystal cores? That's madness. You can acquire them by defeating demon beasts instead. Mengyao asked anxiously, is the vice principal's goal to cultivate new merfolks for the pearls? Rubbing my chin, I mused. It makes perfect sense, like domesticating pigs instead of hunting wild boars in the mountains. Mengyao added thoughtfully, they're less fierce and more suited for mass production. Just then, an announcement rang out, attention all surviving students. I'm the vice principal. The main bridge connecting us to the outside world has been severed, so please hurry to the dock at the back of the campus and escape by boat. Mengyao questioned. There's no one in the broadcast room. Where did this broadcast come from? I thought to myself, a broadcast out of nowhere. This further confirms my suspicions. I urged Mengyao, let's go to the dock. Mengyao hesitated, saying, hang on, isn't the vice principal responsible for this weird campus phenomenon? Can we trust his words? As the announcement repeated, chaos unfolded at the back of the campus dock. Voices protested, lining up but doubting the boat's capacity. Fear spread about those at the end if demon beasts appeared, while one impatient person demanded to board first. In a tense moment at the school dock, I confronted Mengyao, questioning her decision to follow me. Didn't you think the docks were our ticket out? Why tag along? Mengyao, with unwavering trust, replied, I don't buy what the vice principal says, but I trust you and your judgment. With a serious look, I asked for her sword. She hesitated, muttering, what's he planning with my sword? Is he going to clear the way by force? In a sudden twist, I thrust the sword into Mengyao's stomach. The system blinked. By taking a life, the host gains -10. As Mengyao lay dying, I whispered, I'm not sure why you trust me so much, but you've paved the way for me. I won't exploit your trust anymore. Carrying Mengyao in my arms, I moved through the crowd, their whispers piercing the air. Someone's been killed. Oh God, how? It's too cruel. He killed his companion to board first and used his fire-based power to burn the body to ashes. I thought to myself, when you die, your body will auto-delete. I was right. This is the trick to beating the system. As I approached the dock, my mind raced. Do they all fear me now, not daring to approach? The man standing before them will sow a seed of fear in their hearts, one that will linger and haunt them for the rest of their lives. The system droned ominously. Stop adding narration on your own, I shouted, my frustration echoing in the tense silence. Host, your smile just now has given you away. You thought you could conceal that tiny bit of deceit from my all-seeing system? Ming Cheng shoved a boy aside with a smirk. Move it, he growled, as the crowd parted in fear. In my mind I seethed. Ming Cheng, he's actually still alive. Anger surged as I thought. Liu Yuan had the guts to mess with me. Fortunately, I was able to exploit my fellow students as distractions. Waving my hand frantically, I shouted, Ming Cheng, over here! Hurry up and board the boat, we're making our escape from school together. Meanwhile, Ming Cheng pondered, Liu Yuan? He just confined me to the office, intending to harm me. Why is he now making amends? A nearby injured boy gasped. The killer is waving at him. This guy's definitely not a good egg either. Ming Cheng thought, I'm a 5-star fire-based bronze superpower user, and I'm one of the top newcomers. Liu Yuan must be intimidated by me seeking revenge, so he's trying to butter me up. Scratching his head, Ming Cheng said to me, Bro Yuan is really generous. Getting on the boat himself but still waiting for his bro to leave together. In his mind he vowed, anyone can leave this school except you, Liu Yuan. I replied, being brothers means taking good care of you. Alright, let's set off. In my thoughts I contemplated, know why you're still alive? Because I plan to drain you dry until you die over and over. Suddenly, Ming Cheng exclaimed, what the hell? There's no one in the cruise ship's control room? Is it on autopilot? Ming Cheng continued. Have cruise ships become so advanced that they can actually drive themselves? Meanwhile I pondered, out of nowhere, White Whale and the Mist appeared. The statues came to life, time was distorted, students were transformed into monsters that couldn't extract crystal cores. With a nervous expression, Ming Cheng thought aloud, that's what the system displays as at the save point. We've all been pulled into someone's dream realm, and that someone is probably the vice principal. Turning to me, Ming Cheng asked, Bro Yuan, why do those students seem so afraid of you? Flames flickered on his hand as he thought, the cruise ship has sailed a good distance from the dock, so it should be safe now, and it's time to see you off. I turned to Ming Cheng with a sinister grin. Because I've killed people, I declared coldly. With a swift motion I unleashed my abilities, striking down several victims. And I'll keep on killing, I affirmed. Meanwhile the system panel chimed in. By killing 23 students the host earns 230. Blood dripped from my sword as Ming Cheng watched in horror. He's gone crazy. This kid has lost his mind, killing people indiscriminately, and here I was, thinking of provoking a homicidal maniac. As the mist lifted, Ming Cheng thought with relief. The mist has cleared up, we're in the clear now. Wonderful. I need to jump into the ocean to escape this homicidal maniac. However, his relief turned to shock when he saw the scene before him. How did we end up back at the dock? Is this some kind of curse? On the dock, voices murmured anxiously. The cruise ship's back. Shall we board? What's the point? It'll return, and we can't escape by boat. Didn't someone try twice before? Should we try our luck again? Dark energy emanated from my body as I declared, I'll kill whoever steps onto this ship. Meanwhile I pondered, has anyone taken this ship out for a second time already? Looks like I've got to dig deeper. With a nervous expression, Ming Cheng pointed and asked, Hey bro Yuan, if you're not letting them on the boat, can I get off then? My eyes glowed with an ominous light as I demanded, what do you think? Xia Ming Cheng shrank back, clearly frightened by my appearance. From his bizarre prison, a man spoke ominously. Oh? Someone's caught onto my plan, trying to play the hero. I broadcasted to lure unaffected survivors to the dock, enticing them to board the ship. Each journey plunges them deeper into a dream realm, driving them mad and hopelessly lost. But my true aim is to mutate your bodies in reality. Every time I set sail, I sink deeper into the dream realm. I'll get lost without a plan, I realized. I asked the system, is this a dream realm? The system responded, beyond my authority. I can't answer that. Standing there I thought, no need for a response, I'm about to enter the deepest layer of the dream realm. I'll use the twin apple blossom tree skill to swap myself with my future self once I'm there. The system prompted, to use this skill you need to target someone in sight. But how can you see your future self? With a creepy smile, I asked, so, I'm really trapped in a dream realm it seems? With anger the system said, that cunning host. Trying to trick me into talking. I thought, in the dream realm everything is in my mind, including myself. If I can replace anyone in a dream, why not my dream self? If I'm dreaming, could my deeper self also be dreaming? The system prompted, host, you're already cheating with this system, and now you're trying to exploit bugs on top of that. Stop nagging. One last question, in different layers of the dream realm, can killing the same person stack up negative karma power? I asked, then used twin apple blossom trees. The system replied, yes. But host, be careful not to become public enemy number 1. In the deepest layer of the dream realm, I use my last chance of twin apple blossom trees. His way, I've entered the deepest layer and can maintain a clear mind without getting lost, I thought. Xia Mingcheng said, who are you? Wait, who am I? Where is this place? I thought, Xia Mingcheng, who ventured deep into the multi-layered dream realm, has he completely lost his way? With a sword slash, I killed Xia Mingcheng. I don't have time for your silly behavior, just keep dying repeatedly. In the previous layer of the dream realm, Xia Mingcheng, sweating, thought, I'm not already dead. With a sword at his neck I said, awake? Then die again. Xia Mingcheng shouted, what the hell? It's you again? Who are you and why do you want to kill me? I struck my sword into his body and said, come on, die one more time. Xia Mingcheng pleaded, don't come any closer. As he fell to the ground he continued, wait, bro Yuan, I recognize you now. Xia Mingcheng lay on the ground with a sword in his stomach. I kicked him, and as he fell he shouted, I was wrong. After some time the system prompt appeared. The host has returned to the first layer of the dream realm with a total of 14 kills on Xia Mingcheng, earning minus 140 karma power. You killed 52 students. You've got a total of minus 530 karma power. I thought, I can earn karma power by committing suicide? And it actually gives me positive points, offsetting my negative 130 points of karma power. Continuing, I realized, I can only return to the previous layer of the dream realm after dying. And my suicides are out of desperation. The system prompt replied, you're a heartless host. You've died so many times just to get revenge and exploit loopholes. In the first layer of the dream realm I thought, most remain in the first layer. Now's the time to get everything we can. Standing on the board I addressed my classmates, I'm here to save you. If you're a classmate, come get chopped by me, they exclaimed. You think you got it rough? I've died by his hands 4 times. Who's had it worse? What the heck? He just killed me twice. Run! You guys remember so clearly? Why can't I remember how many times he's killed me? Is there anything to be proud of being constantly killed? Hurry up and run, he's like a demon from hell. What's going on? We're running from one guy, we outnumber him, can't we fight back? Fight back? You've never been killed by him. He can vanish and reappear, you wouldn't know how you died. I've always wondered, you guys mentioned being killed, how are you still alive now? How would I know? Go try it yourself. I appeared behind him and said, congrats classmate, you're the first to be saved. He thought, got saved by you? I just gave it a shot and got killed. The man kept in the prison shouted, how did that kid manage to avoid getting lost in the deep dream realm and instead fight his way back? He continued, distressed, I messed up. I had White Whale devour those high-ranking superpower users to keep them from breaking free of my dream realm control. Worried, he exclaimed, as a result, this kid now has no opponents and can kill freely. If this keeps going on, all these students will end up waking up in reality because they were killed by him in their dreams. He screamed, now White Whale needs to maintain the dream realm and can't go down to attack him directly. After some time the system said, the host has killed a total of 996 mutated and normal individuals, earning minus 960 karma power. V copied Ye Jiun's skill and combined it with my own. It's exhausting to take down so many people, but this time I've really struck gold. Someone shouted from the White Whale. Normal people would try to snap out of it once they know it's a dream realm. What's with you, going on a killing spree like that? Or do you really think you're a hero? Looking at the sky I thought, White Whale? So the vice principal was hiding inside the White Whale's body? The statue surrounded me and shouted, "If you commit suicide now, you still have a chance to wake up and survive. Otherwise, just wait to be turned into these statues." I thought, no way. The teachers and students I killed earlier were halfway to mutation. They were mostly spaced out and couldn't control themselves, but these statues are different. With anger, he shouted, "I know you won't just die. Fight me to the end. You think you're special with your tricks? You haven't mutated yet, but that doesn't make you capable. I want to see you struggle on the brink of death, consumed by despair." From the white whale, he continued, "The greatest joy for the powerful isn't killing the weak but crushing them slowly, like ants." I looked to the sky and said, "No, that makes a lot of sense." I took my sword, thrust it into my body and said, "Until next time." Lying on the ground, the system prompt declared, "Host committed suicide once, gains 10 karma power." He was confused and said, "This is crazy. I've had enough of this crap." The system prompt stated, "The host has broken free from the dream realm." Launching main quest with a progress of I opened my eyes and saw Mengyao standing protectively before the students. I thought, this main quest is ridiculous. What did I do to already complete 2%? Two boys shouted at Mengyao, "Yishyun, step aside. I'm going to kill this demon." "Didn't he kill you too? Why are you still protecting him?" She replied, "Are you all out of your minds? Haven't you realized that his killing us was actually to save us?" They shouted, "Nonsense. She must have Stockholm Syndrome. Forget it, restrain Yishyun. I'm going to kill that demon. He's killed me 3 times. Other students protested, "No, let me. He's killed me 5 times. Do you know what I've been through?" The green-haired boy exclaimed, "Everyone, step aside." I stood beside her as they shouted, "Damn, the demon's awake." The blonde said to me, "No, you've been killed the most times, so it makes sense for you to be the one to kill him." A student said to another, "Oh, come on, we're all classmates here, no need for formalities." The green-haired boy responded, "It still has to be the senior who does it." Then the system announced, "Congratulations, host, you've earned the title Public Enemy and unlocked a hidden special skill, Envy. Just shout, 'If you're my bro, come and shot me down' to activate it and attract the target's hostility." With a poker face, I thought, what use do I have for such a suicidal skill? Mengyao said to me, "Liu Yuan, you're awake." I replied, "Yeah, thanks." I told the students, "Look around. Those unconscious teachers and students are being watched by the statues because they've never experienced death." A student exclaimed, "He's right. They have scales on their bodies." I warned, "If they don't wake up soon, they'll turn into statues." Desperate, they asked, "How can we save them?" Feeling guilty, I admitted, "It's all my fault. I couldn't save everyone." I thought, if the vice principal hadn't intervened, I would have killed everyone. My heart aches like I've missed a small goal. Mengyao reassured me, "Liu Yuan, it's not your fault. You've done great. You stayed in the dream for everyone's sake." The blonde added, "We're too cruel. Liu Yuan, we're sorry. Please forgive us." Another student, crying, said, "He actually did it. I'm dying from crying." From the white whale's voice came a roar, "Damn it. You little punk, how dare you play me? Did you really think you'd be safe after waking up? All of you, drop dead." Then a system prompt appeared before me, ding. "The enemies arrived. Host, please select option 1, forgive classmates bad intentions. 10 karma. Option 2, enjoy nice weather with a campus walk. No karma. Option 3, skyfish, unacceptable. -10 karma. With anger, I thought, it's definitely here to kill me. What do the first 2 options have to do with this situation? Do I have any choice but option 3? The students shouted in fear as the white whale charged, "It's over, we're doomed. That's a platinum level demon beast. We're all done for." I then shouted, "If you're my bro, come and chop me down." One guy asked, "What is he doing?" The blonde said, "Are you so scared that you've lost your mind?" Standing there with my hand raised, I used hatred attraction. The whale attacked me with a black beam of light. Running with my wind abilities, I think, I'm on its hit list, why not rescue everyone this once? Liu Mengyao appears from a tree saying, "Because Liu Yuan killed me, I woke from the dream realm. Even luck is on my side." Realizing it was a dream, I shout, "The main bridge might still be intact." Students wake in a daze, grasping their new reality. With an evil smile, Liu Mengyao says, "Only I saw through everything and took the lead." Walking up beside her, I remark, "What a coincidence, Sister Liu." Liu Mengyao shouts, "You again? What brings you here? Can't you just leave me alone instead of constantly haunting me?" I replied, "I thought you were leaving first? That's why I came to send you off." Liu Mengyao, noticing the white wheel and its attacks, exclaimed in shock, "What the hell is this creepy love talk anyway?" Submerged in the attack, Liu Mengyao got destroyed. In reality, the bridge was fine. When the white whale appeared, we entered the dream realm where everything before was illusion. Shouting and running, all you know. I'll direct white whale to attack you directly, abandoning the dream realm. Still, you refuse to fight, coward. I turned back and said to him, "There's no way to win. Why not flee? Are you losing your cool over this? I'm only at the silver level with my superpower, so confronting a platinum level demon beast directly would be foolish." He shouted at me, thinking, "Take it easy. This kid's just trying to get inside my head on purpose." Earlier, he managed to make me abandon the dream realm and attack him in reality. Not this time though. With an evil smile, he continued, thinking, why did White Whale freak out and start chasing that kid relentlessly after he screamed? He then said to me, I don't know how you managed to get White Whale to hate your guts and attack only you. I replied, thanks for the reminder, always showing me the way out of danger. I pressed on the system and thought, system, upgrade my wind-based superpower to golden level. I ran as he charged his attack from behind, shouting, stop pretending. Do superpower levels get upgraded just because you want to? If you're capable of that, I'll eat crap upside down. The system prompt stated, the host spends minus 4,000 karma power, leveling up your wind-based superpower to Dark Wind Chaser. Dodging his attacks, I used my new superpower and said to him, you're not trying to scam a freebie, are you? With a poker face, he was shocked and said, this is insane. I've never seen anyone, whether human or demon beast, suddenly upgrade their superpower to such a high level. At the coastal safety zone city wall, a demon beast was killed by huge cannons. The soldiers reported, high-level demon beasts have all learned their lesson, so they don't attack anymore. They heard a noise, and a soldier asked, what's that sound? Another soldier replied, it seems like it's coming from behind us, inside the city. Then they saw the White Whale and exclaimed, that demon beast flying through the sky, could it be the legendary White Whale? We're just showing off and complaining a bit. Speaking of which, how did a platinum-level demon beast show up in the city? I was running from the attacks, thinking to myself. To avoid the residential areas in the city, I took a pretty long detour and nearly got caught by the White Whale. But fortunately I finally made it. I shouted at the soldiers, hey, are you all freaking out? Hurry up and attack it already. They replied angrily, kid, who do you think you are, telling us what to do? It's you who's freaking out, right? If you're too scared, just step aside and save your mom the hassle of cleaning up after your accidents. Then a soldier started firing from his cannon, saying, every fear originates from a lack of firepower. This is our chance to finally unleash our potential. Brothers, let's get cracking. The attacks landed directly on the White Whale. And the soldiers were saying, is that all? Even a platinum-level demon beast is just this much. I came closer to them and said, don't let your guard down, it's not that simple. He was shocked and asked, when did you sneak onto the city wall, brat? I said to them, our insane output didn't even leave a scratch on the White Whale. Then one soldier said, we're screwed now, what do we do? And the other soldier replied, what else can we do? Run for it. The whale started charging its attack, and they were shouting while running, it's going to attack us. Hey, kid, run fast or you're just waiting to die. Ordinary people have never witnessed a scene this grand. I replied, is there a possibility that White Whale's hatred is locked onto me and I let it here? I was thinking, it seems we have no choice but to use plan B now. They were throwing their weapons while running and saying, what are you still showing off for at a time like this? If he wants to die, let's get out of here fast. As the whale attacked, a woman shouted, worthless. The city guard force is feeding a group of leeches like you guys. I looked at the woman who blocked the attack. The soldiers were celebrating and saying, it's her, our Valkyrie of the coastal safety zone, Long Yuning. Then she took her sword and used her abilities, shouting, so, it's the legendary demon beast, White Whale? That's interesting. The sword was not able to scratch the White Whale, and she was thinking, how could this be? White Whale completely ignored me. Oh no, that young man is in danger. The whale was coming to attack me and I said, if you're my bro, come and chop me down. The two soldiers were confused and asked, what's he doing? Is that kid an idiot? The earth trembled violently and a bunch of monsters came out from the woods. One soldier yelled, why the sudden beast tide? The captain swiftly ordered, Zhuang Bi, alert city guards north and south to gather west. He commanded, West Defense Force, unleash all ammo. Defend this wall to the end, he thought. Surrounded by a platinum-level demon beast inside and a massive tide outside, escape is impossible. I stepped up by the large cannon yelling, hold your fire. Those outside are allies, the soldier snapped. Are you crazy? Get lost and don't mess with my focus, the commander exclaimed. Screw that moron, fire the cannons now. If he won't move, take him down with us. Don't let one guy get us all killed. Confusion gripped nearby soldiers at his command. But then, a lady in armor intervened, commanding, all city defense forces, listen up. No one fires without my command. The commander pointed angrily at me, demanding, what kind of bewitching potion did you give the Valkyrie? Now we're all doomed, I retorted. Don't you see what's behind me? He shouted back. What else could it be? It's a dense swarm of demon beasts climbing the wall. The White Whale sneered at me. Off you go then, you're not one for running, are you? I wonder where you'll flee this time. I leaped onto the whale, proclaiming defiantly, wrong. With my mighty roar that pierces the clouds, legions come forth to meet me. Demon beast warriors, follow me into battle. Monsters began to swarm onto the White Whale. The red-haired man was shocked, exclaiming, what's happening? Why aren't the demon beasts attacking people but instead charging at me, following him? The commander was astonished, declaring, none of these demon beasts are attacking us. As the white whale fell from the sky to the ground, the monsters immediately turned their aggression towards it, attacking ferociously. The lady with the armor thought to herself, "These idiots. What kind of demon beasts?" It's clear that young man attracted the hatred of both the demon beast horde and the white whale onto himself alone. But how did he manage to do that? I looked at her, electricity surrounding my body, thinking, I never thought she'd actually lend me a hand earlier. With combat instincts that sharp, this woman's no pushover, truly worthy of the title Valkyrie. The white whale began attacking fiercely, causing panic among everyone. It shouted, "Enough. You beasts willingly becoming cannon fodder for a human brat. It's a disgrace to demon beasts, all of you just die already." I confronted them, looking at the chaos, and said, "Who are you talking about? You're the one who used the demon beast white whale to harm all the teachers and students at school, making you the real shame of humanity." Sometime later, the soldiers shouted in fear, "The platinum-level demon beast is terrifying." Despite the many lower-level demon beasts, they still seem insufficient. The red-haired man laughed mockingly at me, saying, "Kid, you managed to buy quite some time. But so what? I'm almost done wiping out your cannon fodder." Standing among various dead bodies, I replied defiantly, "Do you think these demon beasts, like the white whale, are actually all drawn to me by hatred and were originally meant to attack me? You're just being delusional, insisting on taking on this beast-tide head-on." With anger boiling inside him, he thought, I've been played by his mind games all along. Ultimately losing my wits and falling right into his trap. Eyes blazing with rage, he shouted, "So what? Even worn down and covered in scars, the white whale still has more than enough to take you down. And yet you're still helpless against this platinum-level demon beast." I pointed my finger upwards and calmly said, "You really are naive. Why do you always focus only on me? True, I can't kill the white whale, but what about her?" After the armored lady cut the white whale into two halves, she thought, how is this possible? The white whale's corpse didn't even produce a crystal core? As the defeated whale lay there, I approached its body. The soldiers behind me murmured, "The white whale is already dead. Why is he still crawling into its body? He's the king of demon beasts, isn't it normal for him to crave blood and flesh?" Walking towards him, I said firmly, "Wait, don't kill me. I'm just following orders too. I'll give you some intel." He further explained, "It was L who gave me these orders." "They told me to do this." I asked, "Who is L?" He replied, "I'm not sure either. They never show themselves or contact me in person. All orders are given through a communicator. All I know is that they seem to be related to the original pioneers of the coastal safety zone." I thought to myself, the pioneers? Aren't they the top management of our coastal safety zone now? My dark, fierce flame engulfed him. "Oh, you were supposed to talk. Don't think you're getting off easy. If I spare you, what's the point until New Year?" Before he could respond, the prompt flashed. The host killed white whale, gaining -10 karma power, a demon beast's crystal core, and a communicator. I thought, the vice principal merged with white whale. Killing him is the only way to end the threat. "Sorry, Valkyrie, for putting you through this." The communicator flashed, managed to steal it. Suddenly, an alert blared. A murderous Valkyrie is approaching host. Please choose from the following options. 1. Hand over the crystal core for her pleasure. 2. Hide here without leaving, risk death. 3. Overpower her, strike first reward. Chance to hear Long Yuning's inner thoughts. Why hand over a crystal core I have, I thought. If knocked down a Valkyrie instantly, panic surged. Can I survive? The system warned. The white whale is full of explosive miasma. You've used fire, don't use it again. Inside the white whale, I noticed sparks around me. The system stated, just won't listen to advice, determined to court death. A fire lit on my fingertip. I said, you know me, I always like to backfire. The system advised, with your current strength you can't withstand the blast from such close range. I ran, shouting, I might not make it, but she's still around, right? I jumped over the Valkyrie. She yelled, forget about monopolizing the white whale's crystal core. Turn it in already. I fell on her, and she shouted at me. The system prompt appeared. The host has successfully defeated the Valkyrie, earning rewards. Behind us, the white whale exploded. She thought, it seems he wanted to rescue me all along? Rolling over me, she said, foolish, why act tough? I don't need anyone's protection. The system said, ding. Detected that the host has gained Long Yuning's favorability. She blushed and said, it's the first time a man dared to touch my body. Considering you wanted to save me, I'll let it slide this time. She asked, why are you suddenly sitting up like that? I replied, can't you stand up as well? It's not exactly pleasant having you pressed against me like this. Blushing, she stood up. Dusting my clothes, I thought, even a Valkyrie is still just a girl at heart. Her fierce aura vanished in an instant. One soldier shouted, this guy's got nerve daring to tackle the Valkyrie. Another added, the most infuriating thing is that she counterattacked and he's on a roll. The third replied, I'm so jealous. The next day at Coastal University, I sighed and said, yesterday, in a dream I was killing people. Walking through the campus, I thought, what's the deal with the system's main quest? The progress is still stuck at 2%. Is the safe zone about to be hit by some unknown disaster? Mengyao called my name, Liu Yuan. I greeted Mengyao and asked, "How are you feeling now?" Fine," Mengyao replied. Supercars were neatly parked in the parking lot and someone shouted, "Here they come, our school's F." Saying, "They're all rich and handsome big shots," the blonde exclaimed. At 1 o'clock, a stunning woman in sight. His companion replied, "It's on, no wonder they call him the human caliper. Zhao Xiao can size someone up with just one look." The blonde boasted, "You guys can't compete, I'm the first to founder." His companion retorted, "Who wants to compete with you? I still prefer the icy beauty of Goddess Gu." The golden-haired boy said, "Gu Cheng, she's a teacher at our school, but I still prefer the gentle type like school beauty Lu." Imagining me with a sword, the blonde thought, "That guy seems like the freshman who saved everyone yesterday." Looking at Mengyao, I said loudly, "Violent girl?" Mengyao boiled with anger upon hearing that, thinking, I can't maintain my image in front of Liu Yuan anymore. Mengyao thought, what's up with this dude always eyeing me so suspiciously? Might as well finish him off. If I commit murder I can't stay with Liu Yuan again. The blonde said, "Beautiful girl, may I have the honor of inviting you into my heart?" Mengyao slapped the blonde guy in the face, thinking, this guy is too overwhelming. I nearly lost control of myself. I watched silently as Mengyao and the blonde guy cried out, I was rejected, and this rejection even came with physical pain. Mengyao said, "Oops, my hand slipped." The golden-hearted boy consoled his crying friend. It's said that if you're going to have a crush, it should be on someone gentle. The other laughed and said, "Luckily, the one I like is my goddess Gu." The blonde told his friend, "If I remember correctly, Ms. Gu won't be coming to school for a while." As for Liu Mengyao, I think I saw her get killed by the white whale yesterday. Blood flowed from their eyes as they cried, shouted and cursed. In the Coastal University auditorium, dark energy swirled in the air. Confused by the situation, I asked, "Did you see anything strange?" Mengyao replied, "No, nothing strange at all." I glanced at my necklace, thinking, no one can see this dark energy. Could it be that this necklace allows me to see the dark energy? I quickly hid the necklace under my clothes. Then the system prompt stated, "Unknown dark energy detected. Please select an option. Option 1, into black ink, trace dark energy. Reward: Heroic Awakening, Platinum Superpower, transform into heroic spirits. Option 2, sniff dark energy 2 billions behavior, reward, happy-go-lucky youth. Option 3, tell about dark energy, reward, bizarre asylum outfit."